When I saw the album art for of Zen and for the Meshugga's new album, it was nothing but inspiration for us.
I opened the package and I was literally almost dropped the thing. I was like, what the hell is this? This is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I immediately called Mike Pesci, who's my partner on all these music videos that we do, and I said, you got to see this thing.
Ian was really excited when he saw the album art, and he was begging the label to get in touch with the band for us to do this video. We're not going to shoot in an abandoned warehouse and band playing under a light. Essentially, we want to do a narrative, we want to do some art, we want to have it look pretty goddamn good. So when it finally came down to making the video, and they approved our treatment, we found out how much we were going to make it for. And we found out how much resources that we actually had. And it ended up working out fantastic, but it's a difficult thing to do, and we're lucky enough to have the creative people around us that A, can pull it together with nothing, and B, want to. And everybody gets excited about it, and the vibe on set goes way up, and the creativity goes way up, and then you end up with a product that looks like it costs this much to make, when in reality, we were, making it for lunch money.
My name is Christian Carrera. I made up some satanic bondage gear for your demon dog here, so he could be eternally bonded in hell.
All the chains, all the metal work, it was all real. It was all made specifically for this video.
Nice uncleaned welds like you do in hell, because you just don't have time for that shit.
My friend Christian Carrera created these pieces for these characters to wear. And, Mike and I didn't want them to be, plastic and more of props. We wanted them to be real, to kind of feel like you're being bound down by this chain. I didn't think he was going to go as far as he did, because these things were enormous.
Hey, my name is James Crosby, and I'm playing the Demon Dog in Meshugga's Bleed video.
So we meet this guy, we meet James, and he does all his homework. He researches Doberman stuff, and he researches monkeys, and then we put him on the floor, and he just does this movement where his shoulder blades are just popping out.
So what we're working on is a basic Doberman pincher type stance on all fours. Walking, of course, on the knuckles for good positioning, posturing, keeping the knees off the ground.
It's one of those examples where you bring someone on that is so invested in the piece that they bring this level of creativity that you can't pay for. This is my Uncle Paul, and you've been in how many of my things now? This is 3, right?
3? This would be 4.
And I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I called him on the phone, and he's like, hey, and I said, hey, and he's like, so you're calling me because you got something that you want to film, right? I said, yeah. He goes, cool, what is it? I said, you're gonna play a demon, like a badass devil demon kind of dude. He's like, yeah. He's like, I could do that.
Good morning, it's day 2.
We're still alive.
There was a lot of time and effort put into the makeup and end of things in this video. Our friend Brenda Welsh, she spent a lot of time really kind of giving these characters the right texture to bring them to life in that horrific way.
And the costume work was done by Shannon Hatch, who has worked with me before on films. And she designed the dress and the flower for the flower demon, as well as the headpiece for the little demon girl.
So what we're doing is this is going to be this monolith that comes to life in the Meshugga video.
The obelisk was a stage in this story, like a gate into a new stage of this character's development. And it was designed and made by our friend Larry Sampson, who was the production designer on the set, and Dave Lynch. The really cool thing about this was that, I mean, it looks stone-like, and from a production standpoint, it was far from it. I mean, the thing was made out of foam and wood and a little chicken wire and some paint.
And then the face comes to life and goes, "Ugh," and then gives him a big, "Ugh."
I think it's really interesting, you know, reading what people take away from this video.
I had one guy just write me like a paragraph describing everything that happened in the video, where you chose the guy's color shirt because of this, and you chose this because of that. No, and this means, you know, this, and he goes through this whole process of stuff, and at the end, I'm just like, yeah, no, it does. Because it's open to interpretation. I mean, the band was very specific about that after they had read our treatment. They said, leave it open-ended, and they're right. You know, like if you put a solid story to something, the mystery isn't there.
We wanted people to be able to walk away with their own interpretation and not make it too heavy-handed, where you could apply it to different scenarios and leave it a little vague.
It's great to be in the position to just play. And it's great to be in the position to flex our muscles creatively. And that's what music videos should be.
I think it's very important when it's going to be displayed to a mass audience that you allow people to walk away with what they do and leave it at that.